Long ago, there was a mighty king. His palace was filled with gold, jewels, and treasures beyond imagination. He had soldiers who obeyed his every command, servants who bowed before him, and people who called him the Great. Yet, when the king sat alone in his grand hall, he felt an emptiness in his heart. Every night he asked himself, "Why do I feel sad when I have everything others desire?" He ate the finest food, but it had no taste. He wore the richest clothes, but felt no pride. He listened to music, but found no joy. One night, unable to bear it, the king whispered to himself, "I rule the world, but I cannot rule my own heart." The next morning, the king called his wise minister. "Tell me," the king demanded, "why am I not happy? What is the secret of happiness?" The minister bowed and replied, "Happiness, your majesty, is not found in power or wealth. To understand it, you must wear the shirt of the happiest man in your kingdom." The king, confused yet desperate, ordered his soldiers, "Search every corner of my land. Bring me the shirt of this man, for I must know the secret of happiness." The soldiers first went to the richest merchant. His palace was filled with silk, spices, and gold. "Surely you are the happiest man," they said. The merchant sighed, "Happy? I live in fear that thieves may steal my wealth. At night I count coins, not blessings. I have riches, but no peace." Next, they went to the bravest general. "Surely you are the happiest man," they said. The general shook his head. "Happy? I carry the burden of wars. Every battle I win takes the lives of my men. I have power, but no rest." They went to the wisest scholar, who had libraries of knowledge. "Surely you are the happiest man," they said. The scholar lowered his eyes. "Happy? The more I learn, the more I realize how little I know. Knowledge fills my mind, but not my heart." One by one, every great man confessed the same truth. None were truly happy. One evening, tired and hopeless, the soldiers wandered into a small village. There, in a tiny hut, they heard laughter. Poor shoemaker sat with his wife and children, eating a simple meal of bread and milk. They sang songs, shared stories, and their faces glowed with joy. The soldiers asked, "Are you truly happy?" The shoemaker laughed warmly. "I may not have riches, but I have my family, my work, and my peace. Every morning I thank God for another day. Every night I sleep with a grateful heart. Yes, I am happy." The soldiers rejoiced. "At last, give us your shirt, so our king may wear it." The shoemaker laughed again. "But I do not own a shirt. I am too poor to have one." When the soldiers returned and told the king, he was stunned. "The happiest man has no shirt? How can this be?" That night, the king could not sleep. He thought of the merchant trapped by wealth, the general burdened by wars, the scholar lost in knowledge, and the shoemaker, poor yet content. Suddenly, the truth struck him. Happiness is not found in gold, crowns, or armies. Happiness lives in gratitude. It lives in simple joys, a kind word, a loving family, a thankful heart. From that day on, the king changed. He spent less time counting treasures and more time among his people. He listened to their stories, helped the poor, and shared meals with farmers and workers. He laughed with children, walked through markets, and gave freely without expecting. In return, slowly, the emptiness in his heart disappeared. He finally understood. The secret of happiness was gratitude, kindness, and living simply. And so, the king who once had everything but joy became the king who had joy in everything.